Think back to when you were a child. Summer break felt like it lasted forever. A single school year felt like an entire era of your life. But now, years fly by, months disappear, and suddenly you're wondering where the last decade went. Why does time seem to speed up as we get older? This isn't just a feeling. It's a real psychological and neurological phenomenon. And while time itself doesn't change, our perception of it absolutely does. Let's break down exactly why. First, let's talk about proportional theory, one of the most widely accepted explanations. Imagine you're 5 years old. 1 year is 20% of your entire life. That's huge. It's a significant fraction of all the time you've ever experienced. But if you're 50, 1 year is just 2% of your life. It feels shorter because, proportionally, it is. The older you get, the smaller each new unit of time feels in relation to the total. But that's just part of the picture. Another major factor is how your brain encodes and stores memories. When we're younger, everything is new. Your brain is constantly processing novel experiences, your first day at school, learning to ride a bike, meeting new people. Novelty causes your brain to pay more attention, and in turn, it lays down denser, richer memories. So when you look back on those years, they seem longer because they're packed with vivid events. As we age, life becomes more routine. We settle into patterns. We commute the same route. We eat at the same places. We work similar hours. With less novelty, the brain doesn't encode memories with the same level of detail. So when you look back, there's less to recall. Time feels like it moved faster because fewer mental markers were laid down. This effect is sometimes called the reminiscence bump. Studies show that people tend to have more detailed, emotionally intense memories from roughly age 10 to 30 because those years are filled with firsts. First love, first job, first major decision. And because memory plays a key role in how we perceive time, these years feel longer in hindsight. There's also a neurological angle. Our sense of time is partially regulated by the brain's dopaminergic system, which plays a role in attention and motivation. In youth, dopamine levels are higher. This makes time feel slower, more intense, more engaging. As we age, dopamine levels naturally decline. Tasks feel less stimulating, and time seems to pass more quickly as a result. You also have to consider how attention influences time. When you're focused and present, like when you're in a flow state, time can seem to fly by in the moment. But when you look back, it feels full and expansive. The opposite is true for boredom. If you're waiting in line or stuck in traffic, it drags in the moment but seems like nothing in hindsight. So the way we direct our attention affects both our immediate experience and our long-term memory of time. And here's another twist: stress can distort time too. In the short term, high stress can slow down your perception of time. That's why people often say things moved in slow motion during a car accident. Your brain is hyper-aware, recording every detail. But chronic stress or depression, that can make entire weeks or months feel like a blur. When you're emotionally checked out, your brain isn't encoding deeply. That's why hard periods in life can feel like they've vanished. Let's also talk about technology. The digital world encourages rapid consumption, short videos, endless scrolling, quick interactions. Our attention is constantly shifting, which can make time feel fragmented. We jump from one task to another without truly absorbing anything. The result? Time feels fast because you're not mentally anchoring yourself in moments. You're skimming life. There are also cultural influences. In Western societies especially, there's a strong focus on productivity and scheduling. We're taught to fill our calendars, chase goals, and stay busy. But being overly focused on efficiency can actually compress our perception of time. You're always moving forward, never pausing to process. Now combine all these things: routine, declining novelty, reduced dopamine, fragmented attention, and it's no surprise that the years feel like they're accelerating. But there's good news. Because time perception is tied to attention and memory, you can consciously slow it down. The key is novelty and presence. Try new things. Take different routes. Learn new skills. Travel to unfamiliar places, even if it's just exploring a new part of your city. These experiences force your brain to pay attention again. They create stronger, more detailed memories that stretch your perception of time. Mindfulness helps too. Being present in the moment, whether it's eating, walking, or just breathing, grounds you in your experience. It slows down the subjective flow of time, both in the moment and in memory. Even small changes matter. Varying your daily routine, meeting new people, or even changing the order of how you do things can give your brain something to latch onto. And journaling can help you notice time more clearly. Writing down your experiences solidifies them. It helps you mark your life and gives your brain a timeline to follow. So no, time doesn't literally speed up as you age. A year still has the same number of seconds. But your brain compresses time when life becomes repetitive, when you're on autopilot, when nothing stands out. To slow it down, you don't need to chase time. You need to pay attention to it. Ultimately, the way we experience time is a reflection of how we live. If life feels like it's rushing past you, it might be a sign to stop, change something, and engage more fully. Because while you can't control time itself, you can control how you perceive it. And in the end, that might be the closest thing we have to time travel.